I stopped streaming music and now I thrift CDs. Hey everyone, I'm Momo. I'm a photographer, a textile artist, and nature enthusiast, and today I'm going to talk to you about why I started thrifting CDs instead of supporting Spotify and streaming. Streaming platforms like Spotify pay their artists less than 1 penny per stream. That could end up only being a few $100s for every 100,000 plays, and to me that just doesn't sit right. This ends up becoming passive income for corporations rather than going towards hardworking musicians. I've had Spotify Premium since 2018 and I canceled it in 2025. And over the course of the years, I've spent around $1,000 in Spotify subscriptions. At $15 a CD, I could have purchased about 66 records from artists directly and support their music and give them more than pennies on the dollar, less than a penny on the dollar. Another reason why I really love listening to CDs rather than Spotify is because it slows me down and makes me appreciate music more. So when I put an album in, I listen to it all the way through. I remember watching an interview with David Bowie, and one of the things that he was so passionate about music was because it was kind of difficult to get your hands on and it had a novelty to it. So back when vinyl was really coveted and like the top tier. So music was just more difficult to get his hands on. Since doing this, I can really understand that. I have much more of an appreciation for the music that I'm listening to. Another thing that I really love about thrifting my own CDs is that I'm still able to discover new artists. On Spotify, how I can go to an artist radio or see similar artists that people like based on my listening history and like the Discover Weekly. I can just go into a thrift store, see a cool album that I like, see if they have their lyrics in the list or in the artwork, or if they have a description of their music, and see if that's something that I like, or just, have a surprise. I love a surprise. So it's more enjoyable for me to go through and see if any of the album art speaks to me and see what I'm gonna get. I have gotten some really cool meditation music by accident. I've gotten some really cool indie music, and I've gotten some that I didn't really like. And I love that because then I'm able to see what calls to me. This is one of the artists that I got from the thrift store. They're called Fox. And I probably would have never discovered this band. But I really, really love them, and now that I've discovered them in the thrift store, I want to go onto their website, see if they're still making music. Am I able to get records from them? Are they on eBay? So yeah, I love discovering artists that way. I also got a Dave Matthews CD, Away from the World, and this was brand new, and I love this CD. There's so many bangers on it. I just love this CD. So that's one of the things that I really like, is the excitement of not knowing what I'm gonna find. Maybe I'll find a Dave Matthews CD that is just brand new. I found a Death Cab for Cutie. I found Linkin Park, Lady Gaga. All of these artists that I really like, but maybe also aren't in my current Spotify algorithm. Another really important piece of this puzzle is sustainability. And since a lot of these CDs that I have are thrifted, they are already created. And the option for them is to either be purchased or to go into the landfill at that point once it hits the thrift store. So this is an opportunity for me to help reduce waste and new production of things. However, if there is a CD that I really want, like I love the artist Camp, and I purchased one of their CDs because I really love them and I want to support them as artists, and I can't find them in the thrift store. So I bought my favorite CD, and the cost of that was basically my monthly Spotify subscription. So I'm able to just reallocate that cost to go to a band that I really love. So obviously there is no one size fits all. This isn't going to be a perfect solution for everybody, but I just wanted to share a little bit about my reasoning of why I love thrifting CDs, why I'm moving away from Spotify, and now I have some thrift goals of artists that I think would be really cool to find in the thrift store. So I'm really interested, what are some artists that you love that you would be over the moon if you found in a thrift store? Let me know below, and I'm gonna keep my eyes out for them. Thanks, take care.